A lot has been made about the power of the Xbox Series X. As we move closer to the November launch, one cannot help but make comparisons between Sony's PlayStation 5 and Microsoft's Xbox Series X, while we as the consumer might be faced with the difficult choice over which console we will support this holiday season. Smaller developers have an even harder time deciding. One developer seemed to have everything figured out. Welcome everybody and thank you for joining me. As you might know, there are plenty of ways games become platform exclusives. You have your first party exclusives created by studios that gaming platforms own, and you have your third party exclusives created by independent studios exclusively for a specific platform. That happens for various reasons. During the life cycle of the current generation console, we have seen Sony with the advantage over Microsoft when it comes to third party exclusive games. They have built up an impressive library of games, and for a while it just seemed that developers preferred Sony over Xbox. With the launch of the Xbox Series X, we started to see a bit of a shift, but Microsoft still struggled to keep up with their counterpart. As Microsoft expanded their reach with first-party developers by buying out a bunch of studios, the partnerships with the third-party developers just seemed far and in between. All of that seemed to have changed over the last couple of years, and it is now clear that a lot of developers will choose to go with the Xbox Series X next generation. Now obviously Sony's PlayStation 5 will have their fair share of third-party exclusives, but it is nice to see Microsoft closing that gap. As I've mentioned on many occasions, having these two companies be competitive is in all of our gamers' best interest, no matter which gaming platform you prefer. That brings me to the developers of Gunk. Now Gunk is a game that was revealed at the Xbox July showcase. Now this game could have easily just gone unnoticed because it is not a massively anticipated or huge title, but it will be a visually impressive game and very demanding. Because of that, the developers decided to bring this title exclusively to the Xbox Series X. The developers stated that the power of the Series X would be better suited for their game. Now I understand that many people might not want to hear those type of things, but the Xbox Series X will be the more powerful console, and because of that developers might opt to go with Microsoft. Sony of course will be the faster console, also capable of 4K 60 frames, and because of that smaller developers who does not have the funds to launch on both consoles will have to choose between power and speed. The Gunk developers had the following to say about their game. They've come to gather alien plants and other valuable resources, and it looks like they've hit the jackpot. However, they start to uncover a dormant secret of a shattered civilization. They realize that they must save the planet from the curse of a corruptive Gunk parasite, while desperately keeping themselves from getting caught in a spiral of festering mistrust. New IP, new heroes, a new development engine, and an extra dimension. We had to keep this close to our chest for quite some time, and as always it is a relief to announce to the world what we have been working on. We're of course very excited. A bit into the development process, it became obvious that the Gunk would be very hardware demanding. We've always managed to keep our games lean, but the Gunk is all bells and whistles, about to explode spectacularly. We had to make a choice: either we quiet it down considerably or we talk to the guys with the most powerful hardware. We decided to talk to the guys with the most powerful hardware. There are certain cases like this where the raw power of the Xbox Series X will give developers a massive advantage point, and other times where games with a quicker pace will need the speed of the PlayStation 5. It would be interesting to see how the next generation plays out. But on that note, this is where I'm going to end it. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing, and as always please remember to stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face, and I hope to see you again soon.